Hello, my name is Militsa. I'm a professional life and NLP master coach. I help busy professionals, both men and women, to gain clarity and guidance on what is their greater purpose in life and soul calling, both in love and career. An emotional, unavailable person is typically not willing to commit to you and be loyal to you. In today's video, I'm going to give you a few tips on dealing with people who are considered themselves as a mess or emotional unavailable people. They struggle sharing their wishes, desires, regrets, hopes. It involves difficulty expressing and handling emotions. Emotional unavailable people are very often struggling to get closure and to be close to other people. Also, they prefer physical contact rather than anything emotionally involved. So if you deal with somebody who is emotional unavailable, don't rush with sex, don't rush with intimacy, because very often they will disappear after you give them what they want, because they're so terrified people sensing that they're emotional wounded. Often emotional unavailable people try to brush off everything which is inside within them with a joke or being sarcastic, so the person with whom they're dealing with are not sensing their insecurities. Rather than expressing fear, disappointment, sadness, an emotional unavailable person or a person who considers them a mess, of course not always speaking it out loud, oh I'm a mess, some of them they know it, but most of them they prefer to make it undercover, like to not be visible. They ignore as much as possible dealing with raw emotions, so they turn whatever you say, whatever they say, if they see, for example, that somebody is crying on a movie, or if they see that you're crying, for example, if they sense that you get upset or you start crying, they will turn it rather in a joke or in a sarcastic way, instead of acknowledge the feeling, acknowledge, label the emotion. They most often will say, oh, this is not something you deal, stop being so emotional, or emotion is for people who are weak. That's not true, guys, at all. Vulnerable people are the most strongest in the world because they know what they feel, how they feel, and they're able to express it, which is a strength. Not everybody is so strong as we are, but everybody has the power to become strong and fragile, because this is the real deal. To know when to be strong and when to be fragile, to know when to speak and when to be silent, to know how to label your emotions and to be able to not be fearful if somebody take advantage of them. Well, if you take advantage of my emotions, the door is open out of my life. You see, like, how power there is in few words. Why? Because you guys see my body language, you guys see how I'm calm with myself, with my speech. This is emotions, right? Right now I feel something, but I'm able to name it, so this brings me clarity and I'm powerful. Making a joke or telling your partner to stop feeling emotional is kind of a coping mechanism to the emotional unavailable person to try to avoid discussion when it comes to emotions, because emotional discussion irritates past traumas, whether it will be from childhood, whether it will be mommy, daddy issue, or maybe some traumatic events including past marriage, past relationship, even past life. Those are also very, very deep, because the person is not aware on his conscious level. He doesn't have logical link to connect the feeling, but his subconscious mind plus his soul has the memory from the past life, which is transmute, which is projected onto this life. And we should heal the past life trauma. How we can feel? Well, when we become aware of what it is and speaking with trustworthy person who can guide us toward clarity. Right now I'm going to give you a few practical steps how to deal with people who are emotional unavailable. Number one, acknowledge their behavior, rise it up, but keep in mind that you confronting the topic may sabotage you, may backfire you, and they can easily withdraw from you and from the relationship, because they will feel controlled, pushed. You will basically dig into their wound. You're trying to irritate their wound, which is something that they don't like. So they will automatically probably will enter a safe safety protection mode. The biggest approach I can give you, learn that avoid demanding. You cannot change the person if they don't want to change themselves, if they don't see something wrong in their behavior. A man cannot change a woman because he loves her. A woman changes herself because he loves him. Make sure that you execute from this mindset when you are dealing with an emotionally unavailable person. Another approach, don't manage their emotions rather than create a safe space for them. You're not responsible for their emotions, not for the lack of having emotions. If your partner pushes you away emotionally, this may be because they're upset or they want to deal with the emotions by themselves. This is nothing wrong, although most of the people, they just don't want to ask for help, because especially men, they feel that this is a weakness. They feel that men should not be able to cry, men should keep emotions out of life. Well, you're a human, hello, like, you should express your emotions. You're not their mom, you're not their coach, you're not their therapist, right? You're their partner. So if they want to change, they should come and say to you, look, honey, baby, boo, like whatever your name, I want different for myself. I'm feeling this and that. I know that there is something which I need to work on, but I'm not really aware, or I'm aware of what I should work on and I'm taking actions. And you, at this point, you can take the leadership, you can start supporting them so much so they can feel empowered in your energy field and around your company. But do not take the responsibility of healing them on your shoulders. Trust me, I did this 1,000 times in my life and I'm regretting it right now from this experience. But anyways, I wouldn't be a life coach if I didn't do my mistakes, right? If I didn't do my long way, my hard way, my rough way, my tears, my pain, like the stuff that I've experienced in my life. Right now, I use them as a springboard to my career, and not only to my career, but helping so many people around the world with my knowledge, with my wisdom. Why? Well, because I experienced it. And right now I can see clearly where people make mistakes, so I can translate, so I can shorten the way to them, to their authentic self, to their soul calling, because I've been there and I see that it is a huge mistake to try to save somebody from their own poison. Well, allow him to taste the poison of himself. Allow him to taste the fruits of his labor. Then he will say, aha, I know now. I learn now. How a child learns that on the oven is fire, it's hot, when he goes and when he touched the oven and when he cried because he burned himself. That's how he knows, and the next time he's not going to touch the oven, right? Similar is with men and with women and their emotions. Take a step back and let they manage their emotions on their own. Be supportive system, but let them take charge of their life. The next approach is for you to re-evaluate. Is this the relationship you want to invest your time? Is this the relationship you want to invest your energy, your youngest year? Let's say if you're 30, 40, 50, even if you're in your 60 years old, is this the person with whom you want to spend your life with? If yes, are you willing to wait them? Are you willing to be patient while they heal themselves? Are you willing to see them in their worst and to love them because of the process of healing? Try to communicate with them gently, kindly. If after the conversation this person by some reason is not willing to take the steps, or maybe is not willing to change, to make themselves more available to you, because in a relationship we need both. We need emotions, we need feelings, we need conversations. And if you're the only one who gives, I did this 100 times, well, who will give to you is my question. Like, this is not the real relationship. It is you giving and they running. You run after them, you chase them and they do nothing. Like, why you're with them? Like, you're much more worthy for much more in life. Of course, again, I'm saying this doesn't mean that this person is wrong. they simply don't want to open, or they don't want to put the work. And if they don't want to put the work, do you want to put the work? The outcome is something that two individuals are responsible to work on. Remember, people can change, but not everybody is willing to do the change, is willing to do the work requiring change. First and foremost, nurture your inner peace and well-being, how you feel from within, your soul calling. This is the first, and then figure out with your partner whether or not this relationship have any future. You may try to rationalize, put your pinky glasses on, and just saying to yourself that your partner needs more time, he needs 1 more month, he needs 2 more weeks, he needs 1 more year, and having way too much hope that they will change if you just give them more time. Patience and understanding are very crucial and important in relationship dynamic, but not when you're dealing with somebody who is not willing to reciprocate emotionally. If this is the case, consider letting go or consider moving towards something else in your life. I know it's hard. I'm not saying you do so. I'm saying it, consider it, right? There is a difference. Do it and consider. Think of it. Be wise, be smart, and don't lose your precious years to wait somebody who doesn't want to put the work. The inner work. In order a relationship to be fruitful, happily ever after, and to have future together, both people should be on the same level, on the same page. If one person is completely emotionally off and the other one is completely emotionally open, well, this is a huge contrast and a huge gap between them, and this gap should be closed in one or another way, whether will be the person who is emotionally unavailable decides to work on himself or on herself, or both ways, both partners' ways, they become separate because do not have the same life views. There are people in our life for reason, for season, and for a lifetime. Somebody are meant to stay with us until the end. Others, they're meant to just to come in our life, to learn lessons together, to grow, to cry, to sorrow, to experience that feelings, and to let them go. And this is the reality. I know it's hard to hear something like that, but my channel and me as personality, I decided 100% to be accurate, to be true, to be authentic, to speak the truth, guys, because we have so much in the world from other things. We have so much influencers, we have so much promotions with code, we have brands, we have this, we have that, but we don't have so many people who speak the truth, right? With integrity, with love. Well, here I am. This is my mission, this is my task. I really hope that today's video brought you love, wisdom, truth, light, clear-headed experience. I'm a Life and NLP Master Coach. If you want to gain clarity and guidance on what is your next right step in love and career, moving towards your greater purpose in life and your soul calling, you can find the link down below this video in order to contact me. I'm sending you so much love, wisdom, and truth, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.